Y'all, welcome back. I have not spoken to y'all in 10 months, so basically let's just round that up to a year. It's almost been about a year since I have came on this app and did a video, and I plan to tell y'all all about that and why it is that I was like that as I get unready to get into the bed, because your girl got work tomorrow and I'm just tired. I have been going through this period of where I feel very tired, very foggy, very out of it, very weak. I think it's because of my iron level. So I've been taking an iron pill. I'm also taking D3K2, and then I'm taking ashwagandha to get like good sleep at night. Ashwagandha L-thionide, I think it's pronounced. And it's like a little combination pill. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute what I take. I got a picture or something, so I'm gonna put this up there. I'm gonna show y'all. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that post notification bell, because that's of course how you stay up to date with what I post. And let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm back from out of the shower, and a lot has been going on since I last talked to y'all. When I last talked to y'all, I was in the first few months of college. And I was restocking my fridge and doing everything and blah 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 blah, whatever. Fast forward, it is now 10 months later. Throughout all that stuff that was in college, my parents are in a huge divorce, which is very, very messy, as people who parents have gotten into a divorce may know. If you don't, it is very easy to get married. All you have to do is go down to the courthouse, sign some papers, read each other the vows or whatever, and you're done. To get the divorce, however, whole other different ball game. Very messy, very toxic, just a whole bunch of toxicity. So that was already one thing I was going through. Another thing I was going through was when I was done with my prereqs at DCU, I ended up finding out that my application was deemed not applicable because of the simple fact that my manager's assistant, or my boss's assistant I should say, never turned in the recommendation letter that I gave her like 2 months in advance. And I kept reminding her throughout that time that, hey, can you fill out the recommendation letter, turning it in time so that I can go ahead and make sure I have my 2 recommendations for my application. Never did it, so therefore my application was deemed unapplicable. And then I went on my birthday trip, and I didn't went on my birthday trip, I went on my spring break trip. That was like a whole other thing. Well, before that had even happened, yeah, no, it was before. We went on my spring break trip with my ex. It was good up until like the last day. He bumped his head, everything went downhill. Me and him ended up breaking up, so I count him as like my 19th theory. If you don't know what a 19th theory is, go ahead and look it up, do your research. Basically it's like your biggest heartbreak / lesson of your life. Like, I guess your 19th theory is supposed to be a boy who just reshapes your whole life. I don't think that he reshaped it, but I do think that he just opened my eyes and made me realize, like, never really, it's like, I don't ever really want to say never really let a person get too close, because I don't want to seem like I am living as a person who has gotten hurt. But at the same time, it's like, you gotta meet somebody where they're at. You can't try to meet somebody where you're at and bring them along. You gotta meet them where they're at. I feel like with him, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I was too lenient with a lot of stuff that he did. Like, my program is usually real strict. I ain't even like the dude for real when we first got together. But it's just so funny how everything went down. And he was a mama's boy, so that was never gonna really work out at all in the long run. He could never be on time. It was a lot with him. But I'm glad it's over, and I'm glad that, like, I'm doing better. I wish him nothing but the best, but that right there was just a whole story on its own. So what did I tell y'all? Parents are divorcing. Work with my boyfriend. Oh, I had something happen at VCU where I had to, like, basically go through a whole, like, it felt like a go through a whole court process over something that's dumb and that could have easily been avoided. But I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about that because it seems like they don't want me to say anything about anything. So that was crazy. That's another reason why it's like when that whole application thing happened with VCU, I feel like that was just God telling me like, your time here has been served. Now it's time for you to go. So the whole summer I've been taking tests at different colleges trying to get into their RN program. And couldn't pass the test to save my life. I was always like a couple points away. That ended up teeing me off. Then I got into the LPN program at a school that I'm not going to release or say yet because I got too many eyes watching me. I'm sorry. When you want to be a content creator, you're always going to have a digital footprint no matter what it is that you do, say, whatever. You think, oh, nobody's going to find my name. My name is original, whatever. Yeah, no. Once you upload and post and, you know, whatever, it's up there for life. So I'm going to a school for LPN, and then I'm gonna do the LPN to RN, the little bridge program that they got going on. I reapplied for VCU's nursing program, got my recommenders that I needed, my CNA instructor, shout out to you, and my professor who never really wanted me to leave VCU in the first place. Shout out to you two. I love both y'all. Y'all have been such a big help, and every time I hit up my CNA instructor for a recommendation, she answers right back. She's so prompt with it, as well as my professor. I love her a lot. She was really cool when I had her. So yeah, aside from all that bad stuff or the crazy stuff that has happened, a lot of good stuff has happened also. Like, okay, for instance, I took my med tech class. I passed the med tech class. Now I'm just waiting for the Virginia Board of Nursing to fix some paperwork that was needed to be corrected so that I can take my seat board test. So that's good. And did that, you know, got into the LPN program. That was good too. I feel like there's something else that happened, but I just can't think of it. I think that was it. Yeah, got into school and did the med tech thing. Oh, and my prereqs for nursing covered the test that I needed to take to get into the LPN program, which I didn't even know you had to take like a little entrance exam for that. But thank God that my prereqs, because of my grades, and they were phenomenal, they had saved me in the end, so that was good. So yeah, that's where Layla has been the past 2 months. That's why you haven't seen much of me. And plus, to me, like with my social media, I post for everybody, old, young. Maybe you just want to sit and do your work while you listen to me ramble about my life. I don't know, but I post for everybody. And I feel like my posts are only getting to a limited group of people, like the people that's in my area, and I want to branch out. Like, I don't know if y'all know who the Nurse Brat is on Instagram or YouTube. I aspire to be like that. Like, that's the type of nurse I want to be. Like, I don't care what they say about her. They might call her bougie, whatever. I love it. Love it. I want to be able to walk in Skims and Chanel and all that good stuff one day, pay for it, and I have to look at my bank account afterwards. Like, I want to be like that. But you gotta start from somewhere, don't you? So this is where I'm starting. But yeah, that's where your girl has been these past couple of months. It has been crazy, I'm not gonna lie. 2026 has took me to the ringer. Hopefully 2027 has stuff that's better and has more blessings and opportunities in store for me, because 2026 was not it. But I'm blessed to say that I have my mind, my body, my spirit, and my health, because not everybody has that, and that's something that healthcare has definitely shown me. Like, yeah, you might be having a bad day, but you're able to walk, you're able to talk, you're able to feed yourself, you're able to clean yourself. Like, that's a blessing on your own. So I try to look in the small things to be grateful for when I try to take my mind off of all the negative things that is taking my mind from all the blessings that I have in front of me that I don't even realize that I do. But yeah. Oh, your girl got an Apple Watch for nursing. That ain't really nothing special, but it was special to me because I love buying myself stuff. So tell me why I'm over here trying to edit my little update video for y'all, and some of the clips just will not upload to my phone. I don't know what is going on. I don't know if I need to charge my tablet and try on my tablet, but the clips of which I was talking about, what I've been doing for the last 10 months, are just refusing to upload on my CapCut. And I don't know, I feel like it's an odd way of God trying to tell me to not tell so much of my business. Because it's just weird to me, like how I said I was gonna hop back on social media and I was gonna tell y'all what I've been doing, what I am doing, and maybe that's God's way of saying nope, nope, zip, zip, zip. Or not really disclose so much of the bad things that happen, but focus on the good. So that's what I'm going to do. It is the next day. It is currently, I think it's like the 4th or something like that. Yep, I'm right on the money. It's August 4th. It's 10:28. I have work at 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna get ready for work and I'm gonna talk to y'all. I need to make my bed, so that's something that I'm gonna do. Just the normal when you wake up things that you do. And I'm gonna get back to y'all. Y'all, this is probably the most ghetto setup of all time. Y'all are on top of a candle and one of my tall speakers that I had got when I had one off from work from one of their little like game event things that they had. So I want to see if I can just, okay, y'all gonna stay like that? Like if I constantly like pick up stuff from the table, are y'all gonna shake? Yeah, hold up, let me try to figure out something else. So this is me for work. And unfortunately, yes, I am one of them bougie CNAs. I am gonna be one of them bougie nurses. Y'all better just get used to it now. It is what it is. Work is my second home, so why am I not gonna look good at doing what I love? Exactly. But this is today's look. I got on the lipstick color. It's called not Ruby Woo, but the other one is called Dubonnet. It's Dubonnet. That is the lipstick shade that I'm wearing, and it is number 827. So I love this red because it's more like a deep red, not really so much a bright red. A bright red is Ruby Woo. If you want something that's a little bit more deeper, then this might be the color for you, especially if you are of more olive skin tone. For my other girlies that are dark skin, Ruby Woo, I love that color on y'all down. But you know what's another color that I love so much for my dark skin women? Diva. My mom wears it and I think that is such a beautiful color. Diva by MAC. Yep. Oh, I need to take this to work. What am I talking about? I'm about to go put on my shoes because I think I'm going to go grab a bite to eat. My brother sprained his wrist or did something with his wrist at football practice. I was going to go grab a bite to eat with my mom, but she said depending on how time is looking, I might just need to go by myself because she said she's going to talk to him to see if he needs to go take him to the doctor or not. So we're going to see what that's about. But I guess I'll hit y'all back later. You say I can make you feel good. If y'all do not know that girl and her music, it'd be so good. Anyway, I'm going out to get something to eat. I'm gonna go see my mommy. Excuse me. I'm gonna drag her out the house so we can go get something to eat. I'm gonna take my badge off because I thought I was originally just gonna go and pick up me something to eat. But then I was like, let me go get my mom out the house because knowing her, she will stay in the house all day if I let her. So I'm gonna go see my mom and drag her to some good old brunch. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to y'all later because it's gonna be a mommy and daughter time.